Hey guys, welcome to the next episode studying in Australia. My name is Monica and in this video I'm gonna walk you through the application for your postgraduate visa. So hopefully with all my explanation you're not gonna need any agent. You can just do it yourself because you know it's actually pretty easy. It's nothing crazy, so I think you can do it yourself and save money, because I know that some migration agents, they actually ask for quite a lot of money to do it for you, which is sometimes crazy. But if your case is simple, so let's say you just graduated from the uni or a course and you want to apply for a visa, it's super easy and I'm gonna show you how to do it. If your case is more complex, let's say you maybe studied 2 different courses or you've got some credits, or maybe, I don't know, you didn't pass some subjects and you have some other documentations, perhaps it's a good idea to consult with the agent, because you know, we want to get the visa, so we don't want to have any problems. Okay, let's do it. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna jump on the computer and walk you step by step through all the 21 steps that you need to do applying for your postgraduate visa in Australia. As well, I'm gonna explain you what kind of documents you need. And it's actually really good idea to organize your documents earlier before applying. That was actually our small mistake. We thought we have everything, but then in the end we realized that we need as well our passport, and that's something that it doesn't really appear on the government website. So a small tip: organize your current passport and your previous passport. Every single page must be scanned in color and certify it. You can certify it, for example, in the pharmacy, post office. And another tip, I don't know how it's gonna be in your state, but here in Queensland, to certify your passport in a post office, they're actually gonna charge you. And it doesn't seem much because it's like $2 per page, but when my passport, for example, has 45 pages and you have 2 of them, and then with my husband we have 4 of them, it's actually quite a lot of money. So I walk to few places, and actually I find out that in the pharmacy they do it for free. So check in your state how it looks like, because yeah, in some places they might charge you for that, in some places it can be for free. And yeah, you know, we want to save money. And before we're gonna jump on the computer and actually see the whole process, which don't worry, it's gonna be just 10 minutes, I really want to thank you all for being with me on that channel. I see that the channel is growing, there's more and more people. I'm really happy that you are with me. Look, if you have any questions or you want me to explore some topics about Australia, studying, living, whatever, and you have some questions, that leave them in the comments below. Really, I'm happy to explore those topics and make a video for you if you have anything that you want to know. But yeah, for today, just thank you that you are with me. Okay, and just before we started, and important information just to cover mi culo. So this video, it's not any legal advice video. I'm not a legal advisor. I'm not a migrant agent or education agent. I'm basically a person who was studying here on different universities in different courses. So I have some experience. I apply for a few different visas. So I'm gonna share my knowledge and my experience, and I'm gonna help you how to apply for that visa. But again, it's not a legal advice. So if you feel like your case is more complicated, seek help of a lawyer or the migrant agent. So okay, let's jump to the computer. I'm gonna explain and walk you through that application, and hopefully you can apply yourself. Okay, so first of all, you need to go to your IMI account, and then you just need to log into your account. I believe if you are applying for the postgraduate visa, it means that you already have a student visa, so it means that you already have your account. And then you just click continue. When you click continue, you need to start a new application. But if you are not sure what kind of visa type you are applying for, you can always just Google it. So you can go to the IMI www.homeaffairs.gov.au and just check your visa number. So we are applying for a temporary graduate visa, so our SUPS class is 485. And then we're gonna apply for the post-study work stream, but you can check which one is yours. And then it's gonna take you to the application, and you will see that there's 21 questions that you need to answer, and the first question is about your visa type, so the visa that you're gonna be applying for, and here you need to choose your stream as well. Then you need to answer questions about your current location and your current visa grant number. We're going to the next step, and the next one is about your basically your personal data information. So you need to give your name, your surname, your date of birth, your country of passport, your passport details. If you have your ID card from your country of origin, you can as well add your ID card here in the section, and you can just add it by clicking add and fill the information. The same if you have been known by other name, let's say you got married and now you have different surname, so you need to provide your old surname, so you need to click in that other names or spelling section and just add your old name and surname if you have, and just provide the reason. And then in the end you just have some short question about your citizenship, your other documents or health examination. And then when you fill those gaps, you are going to the next question, and the next one is basically a short summary, so you just need to confirm if all your information provided are correct. So it's basically like a small checkup if everything is correct. And the next one is point 5. Here you need to add all your family units that are going to be traveling with you. So let's say if you are traveling with your husband or your wife or your de facto partner, that's the place that you need to add that person. So to add a new member to your visa, you just need to click add, and as well fill the information, so country, location, date of birth, name, surname, and passport information, and then we click next. And the next, again, it's a small confirmation if all the data is okay. If it's okay, that's perfect. And then we have a part of they're asking you about other family unit. It's good to know what Australia consider a family unit. So in Australia, a family unit is basically your partner, so your husband or wife, and your children. So in our case, because we don't have kids, we mark here no. But if you have kids that are not traveling with you, you need to add them here. And the next question, question number 9, is about your contact details. So you just basically need to list here your country of residence, even if you are not living in that country now, even if you are in Australia. And then you need to add information about your current address and postal address and email address and your phone number. And the next question 10 is basically about your authorized recipients. So if you are, let's say, organizing your visa with a migration agent, that's the place when the migration agent would click yes and give his email address or her email address. But because we are not doing this with the agent, we click no and we just give our email address. And then the next question is a little bit pain in the ass, because here you need to actually list all your address history in the past 10 years. And you need to add all the countries and all the dates, exactly how and when you moved, for both of the applicants, so for the main applicant and for the secondary applicant. And then the next question is about your travel history, the same 10 years back. You need to list all your travel history, all your country that you visited with dates, and especially check your passport to have your dates correctly, because that's something that actually government and immigration can check with your passport. So if you just put something wrong, it might be a little bit problematic later. And then Australian Federal Police check. So here in that question, you can just add your reference number and the date of request. We already got the federal police check, so later on in the last part of that application you can actually attach that police check. Here you just give the reference number. And the next question is about health insurance, because if you are applying for a postgraduate visa, you need to have your insurance organized. And even though you are now on the student insurance, you need to organize a letter from your insurance company that you actually are gonna extend your insurance and you're gonna be paying for that other insurance when you're gonna jump to the postgraduate visa. And then we just jump next. And the next question is about your education. So here in the first section you need to add the education qualification obtained outside Australia. So if you study in your country or any other country than Australia, that's the spot that you need to add it. Then you need to answer some question about Australian study requirement, and then you need to add your Australian qualification. So your degree, your Cricos code, and your university and a postcode, because as well if you are applying if you study in the regional Australia, you might get one additional year. If you don't know, let's say your Cricos number or your university postcode, you have all those information in your student completion letter. So that's something that the university should send to you, so you can have all those information. Basically you need that letter anyway, because you need to attach that letter later in the application. And the next section is about language, because when you are applying for the postgraduate visa, even though you study in English, you still need to prove that you actually speak English. So you need to pass either IELTS exam, I think IELTS is the most popular exam to pass, and you need to fill those gaps with your test reference number, country, and the language ability, and as well how many points you've got from each band. It's good to actually pass IELTS a bit earlier before applying for the visa, because as well it takes a few days to actually get the results. So next one is health declaration, and if you stay for more than 3 months in any country in the last 5 years, you need to add those countries here as well, and then answer some questions about your health, any hospital history. So this is like super easy, just yes and no question. This part is your character declaration. So here you need to just answer a few questions about your criminal history if you have any. And the next part, the last one, basically almost last, is the declaration. So this is more of a warning. Here you need to just declare if all your answers are true, and if you know that what can happen to you if you provide the wrong information. So basically if you understand all the rights and regulation that comes with that application. Next part, almost the last one, is a quick review. So what you need to do here, you just need to scroll and check all your information. So that's gonna be basically the whole application, all the information that you provided. You just need to scroll and check if everything is correct. If you spot a mistake, you can always go back and just fix that mistake. But if everything is okay, we're going to the next part, which is documents attachment. So this is the part that you attach all the documentation that you have. It's good to have those documents ready before, because there's actually quite a lot of documents that you need to show and you need to upload here. And to upload the document, it's super easy. You just need to click and extend any of a section. Let's say travel history. For a travel history, you need to upload your current and expired passport. So all the single page of that document, certify it. So as well, it's good to prepare that before, because it takes ages to actually scan all the pages and have them certified. But it's important to actually, after uploading, you need to click attach, because just because you upload the file doesn't mean that the file is attached to your application. So when you click attach, it's just gonna think a little bit, and you will see now the green tick next to your passport, so you know that that document is actually attached to your application. And you can attach more than one document to each section. So let's say if you have more than one document providing information about your address, you can attach more than one. So that's all good. That's probably even better to have a little bit more. then less, obviously. And when everything is ready, when you attach all the documents, you can just click next and submit your application. So this is basically all done, and that's what you need to do. Okay guys, so that's it. As you seen, it's a really simple process. It's basically 21 steps, nothing difficult. I think what I found challenging, it was that part when you need to fill your previous addresses and travels, because that's, you know, it's just a little bit annoying when you are moving a lot and you need to fill all those, you know, dates and countries and places and addresses. It can be just a little bit, you know, boring. But, you know, well, you need to do it, and that's it. The rest of the thing, of the application is actually pretty easy. There's just like, you know, yes, no questions like you've seen. Look, if you have any doubts, like, just leave the comments below. We can start a conversation. Perhaps some of you have different experiences, different ideas. Yeah, just leave the comments below. And yeah, hopefully that video is gonna help you with your application. In terms of waiting time, so on the website it usually says between 4 to 6 months. However, now we have September 2021, so we are somewhere hopefully in the end of all the COVID pandemic in Australia. Let's see. And we apply in July. So when we apply in July, it actually is showing on our website the waiting time is between 8 to 10 months. So probably we're gonna get any information or any response next year, but you know, it all depends. So they usually, I've heard about people who've got their a postgraduate visa in 2 months, in 4 months. So it's all very depend on the, I don't know really, I think the current situation. So if you're gonna be applying in a few years, perhaps you're just gonna wait a month or a week, who knows. But for now, for 2021, the waiting time for us, it's 10 months, which is a little bit crazy, but you know what to do. After applying for your postgraduate visa, you're gonna be on the bridging visa. So don't worry, when your student visa expires, you're gonna be on that bridging visa A, which basically gives you all the rights that you had on the student visa. So you don't really need to worry about that. You're gonna be on that bridging visa and that's it. But anyway, thank you for watching, and hopefully that video was helpful. If it was, you can leave that thumbs up. And look, there's gonna be more upcoming videos on studying in Australia. Actually, a few videos that I'm gonna be uploading this month. They're gonna be a little bit different because we're gonna be doing food tasting with my friends from New Zealand, Colombia, Mexico and Poland. So we gave them different types of foods from those countries. So that's a little bit more of the fun video. Hopefully you're gonna like them. But anyway, there's gonna be more videos as well on cost of living. So if you want to know how much you need to live in Australia, stay subscribed. And if you want to follow us on Instagram, this is our Instagram. So basically every day we are showing you a little bit of our life here in Australia, on the Gold Coast, and we usually travel a lot when it's possible. So yeah, if you want to follow us on Instagram, yeah, feel free to do it, and text me if you have any questions. But anyway, enough of talking for today. Have a lovely day and see you soon.